Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I want to talk about the Oscars this morning. Okay, as soon as I started going through the news feeds this morning, I did not watch the Oscars last night, but I spent the last 2 hours watching all the highlights, and I'm going to have the clips I'm going to talk about are going to be right down below, so you could watch them, all the clips that I'm going to talk about. Okay, and I got a particular feeling that came over me. I had this feeling that I was of pride, proud to be an American. Proud, like the song, I'm proud to be an American. It's been a long time since I felt like that. I want to talk about the things that I felt just in the last few days. There's been a couple incidents that it just seems like there's more and more of these incidents where I just feel kind of hopeless. And this feeling this morning, watching the clips from the Oscars, actually did away with those feelings. Made me feel proud to be an American, and it made me proud to be clean and sober. All right. So the things that have happened in the last couple of days. Now, this is honest, but this is just the way that like news clips and videos that I've seen on YouTube have struck me in the last day or two. Starting with this video, the clip for this will be right on top down below. Look, I'm not trying to brag on this woman. I'm not trying to bust her, but I felt a particular way when I watched her video. It's from a YouTube channel called the Deep South Accent, and the video will be right down below. And it's this little petite Southern lady sitting in a Jeep, I think, without the doors. And she says, I was sitting in my Jeep without my doors up and in my little truck, and a big truck pulled up behind me with two gentlemen, and they started beeping the horn and yelling at me to pull over. And then she pulls up her shirt, and she's got a pistol tucked into her shorts. And she says, well, I think they thought twice about asking me to pull over. And, I'm not trying to bust on this woman, but it suddenly hit me. And I read all the comments, and I put a kind of a snide comment in myself. This is where we are in America, where a simple dispute, or she was sitting at a traffic light. That's what this was all about. She sat at a traffic light for a fraction of a second too long in this truck behind her with two guys in it. This is what she claims. And they started beeping the horn and telling her to pull over. Then she shows them her piece. Everybody's congratulating the woman. Yeah, great, great little lady protecting herself. And I grew up, my father died when I was 9 and left me and my mother all of his gun collection. So I can identify with this. But part of it was so depressing, sad, that this is where we are in America right now, where sitting at a traffic light, a simple dispute over a red light turns into a life and death or could turn into a life and death confrontation. That's what I saw when I looked at this. And everybody's congratulating it. And are you kidding me? A red light, a fraction of a second, just a little bit of patience, and it turns into a life and death, what could be a life and death confrontation easily. And everybody's like, yeah, America, and it depressed me, But watching the Oscars made me proud to be an American again. Also, I got to be honest, with St. Patrick's Day coming up, there was a news clip on the news yesterday. It was 9 in the morning, and one of the newscasters from here in Connecticut, one of the channels here in Connecticut, was at a bar at 9 in the morning, and the music's blaring. First of all, I don't understand why they do this. St. Patrick's Day is next weekend, but they're celebrating a weekend before. It's not like it falls on a Tuesday or Wednesday. It's next weekend, next Sunday, I think it is. So why are you celebrating it this weekend? And everybody's getting all hammered, right? And she's talking to somebody. She's interviewing him, and she asks him. She says, "Are you gonna go bar crawling? Are you gonna go to more bars? Drive to more bars out?" She actually says this. Are you going to drive to more bars after this? He's got his beer in his hand and everything. And he's like, yeah, and I'm looking at this, and, it makes me wonder. It really, I'm proud to be clean and sober, but it almost looks like a hard battle when you're looking at, well, what else is going on. What happens? I get clean and sober, and then I get wiped out in an accident because of somebody like this. Which could happen. The irony of that. But watching the Oscars, I was proud. Let me talk about this real quick now. All right, there was three clips right down below. The first one, John Cena. John Cena came out, and he was buck naked. It was about some best costume or something like that. And it's not John Cena himself, but it took me back to the movie Daddy's Home. All right, with Mark Wahlberg, John Cena, and that was one of the very first times that I looked at Mark Wahlberg and John Cena and their physical condition, their age, and especially Mark Wahlberg and his routine of getting up at 2 or 3 in the morning and working out every single morning. And I fashioned my workout routine after watching that movie with John Cena in it. The thing that made me proud that I'm clean and sober. Okay, the next one, Barbie. This was unbelievable. Ryan Gosling sings "I'm Just Ken" with Slash on guitar. All right, and I'm watching this, and it just gives me I'm proud to be an American moment. The ingenuity, the amazing effects of Hollywood. And, I was looking at him singing and the stage set and the dancing and the costumes and the movie itself with all the, the sets and how they do this, how they transform an idea into an entire virtual reality, alternate universe where they build this and it looks like a real world, and they make a movie out of this. Hollywood, it's amazing. And you watch them all not partying, but celebrating and singing and celebrating their achievements. And it made me proud to be an American. It really, it made me, it was, Hollywood, only in America. And the miracles these people accomplished, the talent, proud to be an American, only in America. But here's the thing too, Slash was, had a hardcore addiction to heroin like I did. And look where he is now. He's on stage, and this isn't even his forte. This isn't even his niche, Hollywood and movies. And here he is, in this setting, and here's this guy that could have died. He could have easily could have and should have died in an alleyway as a heroin addict. And here he is on stage on Hollywood, one of the biggest movies made billions of dollars around the world. And here he is. What a story. Makes me proud to be clean and sober. Makes me proud to be an American. Last clip, Robert Downey Jr. Man, do I even need to say, I'm getting goosebumps, swear to God. Do I even need to say anything about Robert Downey Jr.? I could relate to this guy so much. The continued efforts to get clean and sober and the continued fails. I still remember the one where he was in a hotel room and he had just gotten out of jail or just gotten out of rehab. And it was like a week later and he's in a hotel room or in his car with a piece with a gun and like an ounce of Columbia's finest. And he just got out of rehab and everybody was writing him off as completely lost and hopeless. And here he is, best supporting actor for Oppenheimer. And not just that, but watching this guy act, it's just, you believe that this guy is who he's acting. The talent is just incredible. And again, I am so thankful. This guy should have and could have died in a hotel room from an overdose. And here he is, on stage in front of millions of people with the best supporting actor award. Just makes me proud to be an American. Makes me proud to be clean and sober. And it's about time. It's especially about the American part. It's been a long time since I felt proud to be an American. The clips will be down below. I'll be back later. I got so many videos lined up, already made, already ready to download. I got 3 already all set to download. Have a good Monday.